Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in the words of the Beis Halevi on AHAVAS YISRAEL, and we are advancing to the next chapter, Gimel number 3, which is called the Oirer HaAhava, to arouse the feelings of love. We're speaking about loving another Jew, speaking about finding the reasons to love the other Jew, how to care for them, how to make them feel comfortable. Now we have to figure out how we're going to awaken inside of ourselves these feelings of love. V'alkein, therefore, tzarich kol adam la'ir belibai, every person has to awaken in their heart. Ahava ala koil, love for everyone, for every single Jew. U'cheshe'enoi ma'ir ha'ava, and if a person does not awaken these feelings of love, lo'ikiyem mitzvahs asezu, they did not fulfill this positive commandment of ve'afta l'reacha kamecha, to love your fellow Jew the way that you love yourself. So it seems very clear in the Beis Halevi that the way in which to fulfill the mitzvah of ve'afta l'reacha kamecha, of loving your fellow Jew the way that you love yourself, is as long as in your heart of hearts you feel that love coursing through you. If you look at another Jew and there's something called sina, called china, called hatred inside of your hearts, you're certainly not fulfilling the mitzvah. But if your heart is open and your heart is warm to another Jew and it's awakened with the feelings of ava, of love, so then a person is being mekayim the mitzvah ve'afta l'reyecha kamecha. Now we will have to see if it's possible only to fulfill the mitzvah with thoughts and feelings and the emotions of the after lecha kamecha, or if a person actually has to go and do something for that person to be able to let them know and see you actively giving over feelings of ava to the actions that you impart upon them. I'd like to share with you the words of Rav Dessler in the Michtav Meliyahu when he's describing the mitzvah after lecha kamecha. And he gives over here advice of how a person can awaken inside of them the feelings of AHAVAS YISRAEL, of loving another Jew. And he says, Ach yizbainena adam, a person needs to think about this. Kilasha yitain ye'ehoiv, the person and the one that you will give to, that is the one that you are going to love. You want to love somebody, you must give to them, you must take care of them. You'll have a portion of yourself within that person. You will cling to them. You need to understand this, he writes. Someone that is considered to be like a stranger to you, someone you don't like so well, you don't know so well. He only remains a stranger or distant from you before you actually give to him. And as long as you don't benefit him and do good for him and give to him, then yes, he's going to remain someone that is separate from you. However, but if you start doing good for people that you find, that you come in contact with, you'll begin to feel all these people are your relatives. They're close to you, they're like siblings. Kulam ahuvav, they're all beloved people in your life. Kulam yesh lechelik, because with each one of these people, you will have a portion with. Ubekulam is pasheta atzmusa. Each one of them will have your own atzmus, like your own self is included inside of them. Says Rav Dessler, a very famous point that he makes in what is called the Kunshas HaChesed. This is his theses on chesed and what exactly chesed and kindness is all about. And he writes, what does it really all to have to do with? It has to do with giving. And the reason that we have to give is because the more that we will give to another person, the more we will love that person. We'll become attached to that person. We are putting part of ourselves into that person. We're investing of ourselves in them when we do good for them. And therefore that creates the bonds of Ava. Someone who is zeiche to reach such a high level, he then can begin to understand this simple explanation of the mitzvah that it says in the Torah, Ve'afta l'reyecha kamoicha. Love your fellow Jew the way you love kamoicha, like yourself. Kamoicha bli shum hefresh, like yourself without any distinction, no difference. Kamoicha mamish, literally, you love the person like yourself. He's quoting over here the Mesillas Yesharim, the Ramchal, and he explains, Ki b'nafshecha timotzei, because you will find your soul, you will find him. Inside of him, you will find a piece of you. Asher ata v'hu, you and this other person that you are expressing, you're giving to and you're chesed to, echad heinchem, you become one. V'targish hargasha brua, you'll feel clearly kihu lecha, that he is like kamoicha, exactly like you. Meaning, like we're saying, when I do good for another person, when I give to another person, when I do chesed, when I'm compassionate with another person, I take care of another person, I am depositing and investing part of myself inside of them. My koichos, my chesed, my emotions, my spirituality, my desires, it's going inside of that person. We are becoming deeply connected as a result of the chesed that I am doing. And therefore, says Rav Dessler, if you want to fulfill this mitzvah in the right way, you want to be a person that is an oyev Yisrael, you love your fellow Jew. The way in which a person is going to accomplish it is very simple. Give to them, take care of them, watch out for them, think about them, look for ways to make their life better, enhance their lives. Because every time that you do that, you are giving a piece of yourself into that person, and that means you are becoming deeply connected to the other person, and therefore a part of you is in them as you like yourself, as you love yourself. So, kamoicha mamish, literally you love that person the same way because you are, and that person, you have become one. And therefore, the more that we give, the more unifying it is between us and the rest of Klal Yisrael, and then it becomes that much easier to fulfill the mitzvah of v'yafta l'recha kamoicha, to love your fellow Jew the way that you love yourself. Have a wonderful day.